looks like they're dropping in. Oh, hello, John. How are you?
Good evening. Cold. Got my heating on.
It's nice and warm here, actually. Well, warmish relative to other places in our country. 9 degrees heights, top high for the day here in sunny Surrey, British Columbia. So tell us today what happened. You're about to do a recording over in Germany today.
I'm just put my headphones in, Jim. Could you hear me okay still? Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Brilliant. Yes. Yeah. So cold. Not done a lot today, to be honest.
Yeah, you're a busy boy today. You were in on a planning session that I created for you when
with Mike Rupp. Yes.
No, actually, the planning session that you and I had about new shows. One being the marketplace deals and steals. I mean, that could be the name of it. Who knows? But it's about kit cars and replicas and cars generally that we can find and just comment on the what we think of them and whether it's a good deal, it's a bad deal. So watch out for that. We got some. It could be interesting.
Definitely, there's a lot of kit cars coming up for sale now as well.
Yeah. Well, it's getting into driving season, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. There's a guy who posted he's only got a budget of £3,500. I said, okay, you're probably in Robin Hood territory. I'm not being derogatory about Robin Hood. They're absolutely fantastic cars. You obviously built to a budget. But what the common theme that keeps coming up is on a completely separate post. One guy said that, to be fair, the advertiser had, when he put the advert up, he had said, "Look, I'm advertising this as a track day only car because there's an issue with the registration. It's registered as a Ford. It clearly wasn't. It was. I won't name the mark. It wasn't a Robin Hood. It was some other mark. And I don't know. These new people coming onto the kit car scene, if they don't really know what they're looking for, if they don't check the V5 to make sure it is registered correctly, I keep telling them it's going to need an IVA. You'll never get that road legal unless it's going to go through another IVA. So yeah, just trying to get the help out there.
That side of it too. I'm just very keen to look at values and see what's out there and see whether it's a good deal, bad deal, and maybe we can get Chris Hollier to join the show. And maybe, if anybody knows kit cars, he can tell which, if we find a kit that's unfinished, he can comment whether it's a good car to build or a bad car to build, or whether they can dedicate the rest of their life to trying to make it right. But
exactly.
So that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's face it. Chris Hollier knows his stuff. He's built a few cars. There's about 140, I think. He's just done his Tiger Avon Rescue.
Yeah.
Tiger Avon Rescue build, which he bought for, I think he said 850 quid. Absolute steal. And that's going to be, well, it is. It's now up and running, and he's got that in for 3,400 quid. So it's going to be well under 4,000 quid. He knows his stuff. He has got a proper workshop, lathes, milling machines. He's made a lot of stuff himself. Lengthened the footwell. It still can be done on a budget, but you've got to know the car to look for.
He's also got the skill set. I built mine from a kit, and I managed to put it together in about a year and a half. Weekend warrior stuff. But with the stuff that he's doing is otherworldly, put it that way, based on what I knew at that particular time, and I can do more now. I can actually weld, but I'm hoping to get that sort of thing. By the way, folks, it's all bullshit anyway. If anybody's interested in joining,
Craig Hutchinson.
I was just going to mention. I just asked Craig if he wants to join because he came up with the idea. It's all bullshit anyway. And I said I'm going to write that down because that'll make a great show, a great name for a show, and so it is. And then he followed up and with the background that you can see in the background, he actually created that on his phone and sent it to me. So thank you, Craig. And by the way, I did send him an invitation, and he can't make it. He says, but he's going to watch. So
yeah.
yeah.
Hi,
So
hi, Craig. Hi, Craig. If you're watching, you're a really bad influence, and Northwest Kit Car Owners Group will not be next to you at the NEC show again.
you want to have some public embarrassment, send me a message at Jim Gould on Messenger, and I will make sure that I'll send you a link so you can join the show. So
yeah, excellent. So yeah, a lot going on at the moment, Jim, car show wise and kit car show wise.
Craig was saying that he's got the NEC coming up. What he's going to be gone on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So to do all the setup, man, that's a major undertaking. Holy crap!
Yeah, and this is. I'm trying to sort out the. I'm trying to sort out the layout here, Jim. I don't know where I've gone with this. It's
yeah. What? Yeah.
There we go. That's better.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's all free.
but yeah, this is. I keep saying to people as well. We post up. Oh yeah, we're having this event. We're having Kit Fest. We're going to the NEC, and people don't realise just how much work goes on in the background to get that all sorted. And it's going to be special for the mini kits who are going to be at the NEC because they've won 2 awards in a row now as well, and they're hoping to get another award at the Classic Car Show at the NEC. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're doing, and they're hoping to be live streaming as well.
Yeah,
and have like a live studio.
Kind of,
yeah.
they'll be streaming from their stand now.
Yeah.
Whether that's going to be hardwired or done by a cell phone connection, I'm not really sure. But we're looking forward. We're working with Craig to see if we can pop in at some particular point because it's not it's a static thing. There's no prescribed schedule. So when he says he's ready to go on, well, we're just going to have to be ready to go on. So I'm going to have my ears peeled, and you're going to have your ears peeled, and we may, here's an idea. Maybe we can stream some previous shows about the NEC, and then comment over it, and then when he gives us the go, we'll beam in.
Yeah, I thought it was a great idea, Jim, as well, because I mean, what Craig was telling us, that there's several people that run it as well. It's not just Craig Hutchinson. There's Paul Minibooger and the other guy on admin, but he's come up with a great idea because every single time they exhibit, they put different cars on show, so it's not always the same people. It's not always the same cars. They want something different, and they want something that's going to stand out, and that's why they won their first award at the NEC. They were the underdogs, as they described it, because they turned up with cars that people didn't really know much about. Mini kits, okay. They had the Simpson Scorcher, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I thought the NEC was traditionally about established builder manufacturers, not so much about specialty car builders and that sort of thing.
Exactly, and it very, very established, and they weren't letting. I don't like referring to them as kit cars, but well, they are. But specialty cars, whatever you want to call them. In the past, they generally didn't let kit cars and that kind of things into it. But they were the underdogs, and they came out with a best stand at the NEC. Brilliant.
And look who's joining us now. Hey, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jen.
I just wanted to let you know something. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just trying to position my phone so it doesn't fall over.
No worries. I just wanted to remind you it's all bullshit anyway.
Yeah, quality name.
Yeah, it's something we were live streaming or recording, or we weren't live streaming or recording. No, we're just having a chat with Craig and mini kits and stuff earlier on today, and he came up with that idea, and I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah. So what's happening with you? You're busy adding servos to yours. Painting your hoop.
Yeah, I've been following it because yours has now got active aero on it, hasn't it? On the spoiler.
Half active aero, yeah.
Half active aero. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still working out the ones and zeros and trying to get them in the right order.
Okay, and you're planning to put it on the front as well, like the front splitter and what have you?
Yeah, all 4 arches and the front grille.
Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see that. I did see these servos that we were using. They were quite hefty bits of kit. Well, they have to be to bring that wing up.
Yeah, well, the wing itself.
Those servos going to be quick enough to help you?
Right. I wanted to go faster, but faster ones are very expensive.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Right.
It'll
I wanted to prove the concept first.
Yeah. Well, so speaking of concept, this is what the marketplace deals and steals is going to be about. This is one that's for sale in British Columbia.
Oh, I saw that one. Yes, I saw that one. Yes.
You've seen this one?
Yeah. I've seen that. It came up through my feed. I took a quick look at it. Yeah, it looks nice.
Well, I know nothing about it. It looks like it's. It doesn't look like it's a Caterham or a Lotus 7, but it says it's in Vancouver, British Columbia. We should maybe look them up and see if he'd like to tell us more.
Yeah, definitely.
How dare you?
Big wheels on it.
Yeah. And a big scoop. I wonder what engine that is.
Can't really tell.
I think we'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to look up Alexander SH wherever he is.
Yeah, drop in and
maybe I'll just drop in person. What do you think?
Yeah, if he's not far from you, why not? We'd do a quick walk around and might help him sell his car if it's up for sale.
Yeah, look at that! Make some noise, whoever that is.
That'd be Craig. That'd be Craig, probably. Yeah. Hi, Craig.
Too busy to join the show, but he can watch it and throw in his 2 bits.
Well, he's too busy. Oh, he's too busy putting the stand together, I think.
Well, he won't be doing that until Wednesday.
Yeah. But I didn't realise as well that, for a weekend show, they're going to be there on the Wednesday, get everything set up. So it's not
and by the way,
job.
Everybody, the reason why we're doing this show is 5 minutes ago or 5 minutes before airtime, I received an obnoxious messenger message from someone who will remain anonymous, but whose initials are J, saying, "Is there a show tonight? So I got some entertainment."
Was the obnoxious message from me? Well, no, I think people are kind of like not expecting, but we normally go out at 7 o'clock on a Sunday, whatever, just to catch up with the news and stuff like that. But we'll try and keep it regular. But we've just released issue number 4 as well of the 7 Spot Live magazine as well.
Yeah, and thank you for participating in that. Both of you for participating, because Jay with your comments of the week and you, John, with your monthly recap. We're looking forward to KitFest. It's great to have that kind of filler.
Jason, if you watch the videos that are embedded in that publication, we won't ask you to pronounce your second name again. All right? We know it's Smith.
Yeah. I've already been through it.
Well, I have now just sent Alexander SR a message saying, "Is it still available?" So it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Definitely see what he comes back with. As I say, there's loads of kit cars up for sale at the minute. Some, it's the right time to sell. The weather's getting a little bit warmer. There's some great ones out there as well. Some great MK sports cars as well. I've got some cracking cars up for sale. If you're going to have a look at their
that's what I'm hoping to do. I would like to add to the deals and steals some when they take in a trade, because they do occasionally do that.
Absolutely,
we can, do a repost of what they've got for sale.
Yes, exactly. Anything to help them not move them on. We don't want to look like Arthur Daly or whatever, but there are some cracking cars out there, some cracking good deals as well. We've got there's Kia as well, who's selling a Dax Rush, who runs the Just UK Kit Car Group, and it's up for such an unbelievable price. It's a cracking car. He's done a lot of work on it. I can't believe it hasn't sold already, to be honest. And we would only recommend as well. We're only going to recommend cars that we know of that are registered correctly, and ones that people should look at. There are some. Don't get me wrong. There are some ones out there that questionable on the registration, whether it's been cloned or not. So yeah, people do need to be aware of that.
Yeah, I've seen a few dodgy ones this week registered as things that they're clearly not.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've just sent Alexander a message, and he responded, and he said, "Yes, are you interested?" And I said, "I'm Jim from 7 Spot, and I'd love to do an interview. Might help you sell." All of a sudden, it's gone quiet at the other end.
we have that. We have that effect on people. I did with my ex.
It looks like an interesting build, though. I mean,
Yeah.
interesting from the picture. I mean, maybe it's just a weird picture, but it looks like it's inside an apartment building.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know a car built I know a bloke who built a car in his basement, and you know, it got a fire in there, so he's warm, building it away. The only way he could get it out was take the front window out and the front wall. Oh, bizarre. Yeah, speaking of incorrectly registered kit cars, it was Oscar's Garage did a great one on. I don't know if people have seen it on the Countach replica. Yeah, and it was put up for sale through an auction house. It had been described as a 5.7 litre engine. And then, to be fair, the auction house did put it might be incorrectly registered. The people might need to correct that. And as Trevor pointed out, you can't just send your forms off now to the DVLA in the UK and say, "Oh, can you just change the name for me?" Not going to happen. And then when you looked at the registration plate and looked it up,
guys, I got to jump in here. Alexander said, "Yeah, what do I need to do?" He's in for it. So I'm going to send him a link right now.
Yeah. So I did giggle about that. I mean, we've all been around kit cars for quite some time. We know kind of like what we're looking at. We know when a car looks like a ringer, or is definitely not registered correctly. I mean, the main thing I keep telling people is if they go look at a kit car, before you even go and see it, ask the seller, what is it registered as car-wise on the V5? And then when you do go and see it, check that the engine number on the V5 matches the actual engine, and the chassis number matches the actual engine number. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble if you don't check on these kind of things.
So I just sent him a link and see if he pops in. To be entertaining.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit anyway, guys.
It's just got it's got another message in there which I've just popped up on the screen. So it's great, these live comments coming in. Brilliant.
Is that you typing away furiously?
It's not me. No. This is nothing to do with me, this one.
So he's looking for 37.5. I'm interested what he's got under the bonnet. It looks like it's a sharp enough build, though.
Yeah. It looks nice. Yeah. I've got some more comments coming in as well. I mean, guys, this is a live show. We have got live comments in. We don't know where they're coming from. They could be coming from 7 Spot, could be coming through YouTube, because we do stream across many different channels. But yeah, great. Thanks for the comments, guys. The one from that's going to be Craig again from Make Some Noise.
Yeah, or could have been his previous message. Who knows?
Yeah.
And I'm going to see if I can bring back in that share screen one more time. I'm going to get you to, as a builder, Jay, I want you to comment on what you're about to see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all bullshit anyway.
interested to know what he's running in there, because the big wide rear wheels sort of says to me it's going to be V8 or it's going to be turbo.
Well, and that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at
Yeah.
the big, well, the relatively large, prominent air scoop, you know.
Yeah,
Above
it
the
looks
bonnet.
like it. Yeah, it would. That engine. It looks like that whatever engine's in it needs some serious cooling.
Yeah. I'm looking at a very small phone screen on a van dash about a foot away from me with dodgy eyes, so bear with me. I'd say it's definitely got to be a V8 or a V of some description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got, I wonder if it's got a blower on it, because look at the size of the exhaust pipe.
That looks.
I'm just looking at the brake calipers.
Oh yeah.
It's the width. It's the width of those rear wheels as well. Yeah.
It's probably going to have a written off Camaro or something in it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
It
looking
looks like
forward
it's taken the front brakes off it, the wheels, the engine. So yeah, I think it's going to have something quite serious in it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to decide what chassis or what actual kit car that is. I can't. Yeah, the nose code looks a little bit like an MK, possibly a Westfield. I don't know.
no, that's a one-off.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the
that's
shape he's gone on the bodywork, it's hard to tell.
Yes. Yeah.
Might be my eyes, but has he not got a rear roll hoop on that?
No, he hasn't.
There's no roll hoop.
No.
Ooh. That's worrying.
I better ask him what engine.
see what he comes back with. There was while you're typing that, Jim, there was another post today on that, I think the GBS site, where a guy's hit a road sign. Very unfortunate. I mean, it's made a right mess of the car, but the guy's okay. But yeah, just really unfortunate that he's managed to do that. But these 7-type cars as well, they're very, very difficult to turn over. Very difficult unless you hit something like a roll, like a bank or something like that. But I was absolutely gutted for the guy. I don't know whether he hit a patch of oil or whatever, but he had turned it over. He is okay. As I said to him, the car can be fixed. So really disappointed. Yeah, really upset for the guy.
I see. I believe it was the Caterham or Westfield that's doing a hill climb, and he went sideways into a tree, and that bloke was very seriously injured. Hence why I've gone for the roll cage now.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that video. Was that the one where the marshals reacted really, really quickly as well and got him out of the car?
Very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, for some cases, 200-300 horsepower in what's basically a pile of steel box section is worrying.
Well, exactly. Yeah, and this is what I always say to people as well when they first get their kit cars. They're probably not always, unless you're driving a Merc or a BMW, which is rear-wheel drive. It may well be their first rear-wheel drive car. You've got to understand that because when they let go, if you provoke it too much, they are safe to drive, don't get me wrong, but if you provoke it too much, it will get out of hand very, very quickly, especially if you're clowning around with it and don't know what you're doing. So I always tell them, just take it easy. Just take it easy. Yeah.
And a lot of people are used to traction control saving them, and if they've got Mercedes and BMWs and things, you don't always realise the traction control is actually kicking in. And then when you get in something like this that has got no traction control at all, it's an eye opener.
Yeah, exactly. The GBS are another kit car manufacturer. There's several doing it now, but they're now running several different ECUs that can give you traction control and launch control, stability control, all that kind of thing. So it is available on kit cars, but a lot of the early ones now it's just that there is no assistance for you. You're absolutely right, Jay. There is no assistance for you. Yeah, it's you.
You've got your right foot.
Yeah, it's you or the hedge.
Yeah, your traction control is your right foot.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's a dangerous thing with me.
You're running you're in the booster engine, aren't you, Jim? What brake horsepower are you getting out of that? You must be knocking
I think that they state that you have 170, but mine has. I'm on my second engine, and I happened to come across a deal that I couldn't say no to. It was a smashed drag bike, so I don't know how much it produces, but it's it gets up there quick. Put it that way.
Yes, yeah. I always like it. The horizon comes up very quickly. Weird. I've got a Yamaha R1 bike engine, 2008. It's been rolling road tuned at 163 brake, but that's at the rear. It doesn't sound a great deal, but actually, when you look at it, the weight of the car is now just under 490 kilos. So we're knocking on over 360 brake horsepower per ton, which is, I treat it with respect. Let's put it that way. And in the wet, you get the back end absolutely no problem. I'm not a skilled driver. I don't do track days. But I do treat it gently on the road. I only ever plant it when I'm pointing in the direction I want to go in, if that makes sense. I'm not a hedge.
Yeah.
I'm busy sending Alexander information about 7-Spot. Send him our YouTube link
channel.
so he can see the stuff that we do, and he can actually he can see the fact that we've got a live stream going. So maybe he can tune in and watch it if he's at all interested.
Might want to drop in again. Yeah, I mean we I think we're probably one of the only groups that do live streams like we're doing now. We're the only people that do call-ins and call-outs with live comments.
Yeah, I'm going to hold back on doing the call-ins just yet, and the reason is quite simple. Is that at this particular moment I don't have a time delay for the stream.
No, we talked about
I won't invest in that until because if we do call-ins, I'm going to be sending out a phone number, which would be a Skype number, and virtually anybody could phone in, and I just don't want the F-bombs to be flying with it. And so with a time delay, I can nuke them and send them to hell.
Well, as you say, Jim, it's all bullshit.
Yeah. But I don't want YouTube to
the banners or whatever. Yeah, YouTube are getting YouTube are getting very strict on that. Swear words and also use of copyright music and also copyright pictures, and so we're very careful in what we do. Let's put it that way.
Well, it's all bullshit anyway. It just rolls off the tongue.
Oh dear.
So what's up next for you, Jay? When I last chatted with you, you were showing me the servos, and that's in the magazine. But then you sent me a note saying you were painting the hoop.
Yeah, so I've painted all the cage now, so I can do final assembly on the spoiler and everything. All the servos are sorted now. The actuators for the 4 arches are all on order. Hopefully they're strong enough. All the wiring's all run for the active Aero. I'm literally just waiting on my mate to bring back the little computer chip thing with the 1s and 0s in the right order, plug it in, and hopefully it'll work.
I'm interested in how that active Aero is going to work, because when you press the brake or whatever, the rear wing pops up, doesn't it? Have I got that right?
Is it Arduino that you're going to be using to make it work?
It is, yeah, Jim. So it's an Arduino, and then I've got basically separate controllers for the rear wings. The rear wing had to go on linear actuators because of the force. Yeah. I didn't think it'd be that bad, and then we looked into the math of it, and with the surface area of the wing versus wind speed at 100 mile an hour, it was actually quite frightening. So we've got linear actuators on the rear wing now. I believe it's 660 kilo that can pull force that has, and then I've got servo motors on all 4 arches to control the winglets on top of the arches.
Wow! So basically, you can adjust them from your cockpit for whatever track you're on, and do it in real time.
How we're doing it is, so it's on a a sliding. I can't say the word for it. It's a geeky word, but basically it's a sliding switch that's hooked up to the brake pedal.
Yeah.
So it all goes in time of how much pressure you're putting on the brake pedal. So if you're just easing off a little bit, it all goes up slowly in a little bit. But if you're slamming on the brake, it all goes up. And it goes down in order to keep the car level.
Okay, I've got your idea now. Yeah, I can see what you're
So
doing. And that's on the front as well. So you'll be able to program it for like anti-dive on the front and all that kind of stuff.
That's it. We're trying to work out how to put steering angle sensors on it at the moment, so that if back wheels cocking up, we can level it out like cross plane ways.
Yeah.
But we're getting the basics sorted first, then we're going to expand on it because ones and zeros are out of my realm of expertise.
You'll be expanding on that for the next 15 years. Let me reassure you.
Well, that's all bullshit at the end of the day, isn't it?
The other thing we're working out with it as well is in the nose cone, I'm putting slats to close off the nose cone. So the engine will get up to temperature quicker. And then when the engine doesn't need airflow or I'm accelerating, the slats in the nose cone will close to stop the parachute on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We got a note here from FE Rat Rod in Australia. The Aussie economy is tanking, and so are the price of cars, but it's getting much harder to find a decent kit car here.
Yeah, and they're the Aussie.
So if you happen to see Pinky FE, say hi to him for us.
Yeah, and I think the prices of kit cars in Aussie and also New Zealand are very expensive, from what I gather.
But on the plus side, in Australia, they have an abundance of Barra engines, which are fantastic engines.
Oh, yes, they are. They're absolutely bulletproof. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I've seen a lot of those going into Mercs and Beamers and Skylines and everything, just because they can take so much power.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. And the chassis on the cars can take them as well, obviously.
Well, who the heck is it we know who's doing an inline 6.7 build? There's somebody we know. Of course, there's.
Can't remember now.
Yeah, but that would be perfect.
I mean, we've done a lot of feeds with Fraser Sports Cars, who were out in Australia. Cracking cars as well. We did a lot of feeds with them. You can check them out on the 7 Spot YouTube channel. I can't remember the guy that was doing the straight six.
I know that there's a fellow in Belgium. Oh, is it? Here we go. Pinky's.
Oh, sorry.
Pinky just jumped.
Sorry, I'm clicking on it. I'm clicking on it, Jim, as you are clicking on it.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you handle the comments.
Yeah.
Okay. We did have heaps of bars. Lots of shipped to the USA now.
Well, that
the same as our Skyline.
Yes. Yeah.
So, Pinky, what are you running in your hot rod? In your rat rod, Pinky, what are you running?
See if he comes back. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to send him an invite.
Yeah, join the show.
It's all bullshit anyway.
Yeah, it is all bullshit anyway.
That Craig Hodgkinson has got a lot to answer for that tagline. Oh, hi, Craig.
Makes for riveting.
So what? Absolutely. While you're just doing that, Jake, tell us about your bodywork again, because I've kind of got the concept now of what you're doing, because you fabbed it up in plaster of Paris, and then you're planning to skin it in carbon fiber, aren't you? And do it all yourself.
But I don't know. You're not skimming it, are you?
No. So basically, the entire body on it at the moment is going to be cut up and thrown in the tip or in the skip. So I'm going to make fiberglass female molds off of the buck that's on the car now.
Yeah.
Pull those molds off, and then cast the carbon body panels out of the fiberglass molds.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah. So literally everything that's on it at the moment is going to the tip.
And how many pieces is that going to be?
2. Actually, no. Sorry.
You got 2 wings, 2 rear wings, 2 front wings. But as far as the body is concerned, is that one piece? It can't be one piece.
So the whole rear tub is going to be one piece, including the scuttle. And then I'll have the 2 front arches, the bonnet and the nose cone. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. Look, I'm really looking forward to how you're going to do that. And you're doing it all in your own garage, your single garage as well, aren't you?
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
wait a
going to be
sec, I got to add
challenging.
this here. But the GSM dart, I mean, he's got this gorgeous orange dart, and he's been restoring it for a while. That is an amazing. Pinky, you have to come on. We have to arrange a time, your morning and my late afternoon, so we can do a walk around and see your rat rod and your dart. That'd be just awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he said it's original F.E. Holden. Yeah.
Nice.
Little 138 grey motor, about 60 horsepower.
Yeah. But the beauty of the darts were that they were so light, because they're a South African car, and the fiberglass skim on it was 3 millimeters thick.
Yeah, and he said that the GSM dart is almost done, about 110 horsepower, 550. That's not too shabby. That's brilliant. That is, yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in, Pinky, from Australia.
Yeah.
Just thinking, it's got to be either very late or very early for you.
I'm trying to think of the time zones out there now. Yeah, very late, I think.
I think Pinky's in the Melbourne area, so we'll just do a time check there. Carry on. 7:20 in the morning tomorrow.
Early morning.
Yeah. Well, good day, Pinky. On Monday, you better have yourself a cup of tea and get your ass off to work.
He just posted. He'd love to jump in.
Yeah, it is 7:20.
Yeah, he is on his way to work. But anyway, hiya.
Yeah.
Catch up with you later. Thanks for your comments.
Absolutely. So about this fiberglass skim, are you going to be doing it in just basically plain fiberglass color, or are you going to be putting a urethane finish on it, or are you going to have it painted? What are your plans?
Right, so on the molds, I'm just using 420 gram chop strand mat. Then I'm going to put clear epoxy into that for the carbon, so the carbon will all be visible.
Yeah.
If I can get all the join lines to match up properly, if not, then I might paint it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's always the safe way.
Yeah.
The plan is visible carbon fiber.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially, I mean, I'm no expert in carbon fiber. I've done fiberglass, and I know it drives you crazy because it gets up your skin and everything else. It never bothered me. I like working with fiberglass, but I hate
fiberglass.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
So
I don't know why.
It's the itching. I mean, some people can pick it up, handle it all day. It doesn't bother them. It just must be
That's
something
me.
with my skin. If I touch fiberglass, I'm cringing for days.
Yeah.
Itching and scratching. I know. Yeah, I'm the same. You get little fibers underneath the skin, and you're scratching for days. You can't really get it out. You can't actually see it because the fibers are so small. But you do know about it. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah.
But carbon fiber is also worse. I mean, do not if you drill in carbon fiber, do not breathe them fumes in or.
Well, there's all kinds of different ways of doing it, though. Are you using pre-preg?
No, I'm just using normal cloth. I haven't got a massive autoclave and all those facilities, so I'm just going to use plain cloth and then wet lay it and then vacuum bag it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good on you. We'll do a special show on the results after you've finished, and if it comes out painted white or whatever color your car is, we know that. We know what happened.
Yeah, we will know what you've done.
Well, you know what? I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that either. I mean, we did that at that interview, which is on the members site. And thank you, Jason, for becoming a member. On our show about the Enigma, and it has a lot of parts on it that are carbon fiber. it's in white. It's in the color that you purchased the car in, with the exception of the gills, which are now going to be just plain carbon. But there's a reason for that, because sometimes when you pull it off the mold, it doesn't come out exactly as you had originally wanted.
Yeah,
and there could be a little bit of filling and sanding at the end.
Yeah, I think it's the same with any kit car. It does need a little bit of fettling every now and again. I mean, a lot of the kit car manufacturers, I mean, ones like GBS have gone down the alley panel route on the bodywork, certainly for the sides.
Did you add the comment that Pinky said he would love to jump in, but he's driving to work at 7:20? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you had, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit late and not following up.
Yeah.
This is actually not bad, considering this is totally off the cuff. I want to do more. I want to do more like this.
Jim, it is off the cuff, but it's all bullshit.
Yeah. So anybody else who's interested in making a total fool of themselves,
where to come.
A text message on Messenger, and I'll send you an invitation.
Yeah, you know where to come, mate. This is the comedy channel. Actually, it's not. It's not. Well, if you look at the 7-Spot YouTube channel, there's a lot of serious work we also do. Obviously with the charities and stuff like that. But yeah, some great in-depth documentaries. I'm not going to bang on about it. Go and have a look at it.
We're working on a few more as we speak.
Yeah, well, we can't say
and
too
actually,
much.
One of the shows is just bullshit anyway. Is I want to do a live show for channel members only. It'll be a live broadcast to them. We'll, of course, broadcast it later. But I want it to be a Q&A with the channel members about what some of the topics that you might be interested in seeing. So we can, 7-Spot.
Exactly.
Of course, we're building sevens, but there's the whole world of kit cars, the whole world of cars, out there. So let's keep it vibrant and keep it active and see what we can come up with.
Absolutely. I mean, Effie Ratrod's just jumped in from Australia. I'll jump in on one time. Brilliant. Yeah, but brilliant. Catch you up on the next one. And as you know, Jim and Jason, I've been doing a lot of work on, just background information and just researching it on propane conversions for cars. And also, I know a couple of people that are running their cars on chip fat. And also, I know a couple of people that are running cars using marine diesel. Marine outboard engines, and I've never understood why people don't use marine outboard engines in kit cars. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of research on that. So yeah, it should be interesting. I
think that Jason and I were having a conversation about that just the other day, and we were talking about great big, what are they, Deltic?
Yes, the Deltic engines. Yeah, the Deltic engines. Yes,
speedboat.
Yeah.
So
fascinating.
Yeah, fascinating. 2 strokes.
Yeah,
it was counterposing pistons. It's amazing.
Yeah,
but Jason knows a thing or two about them, and as I speak, he's having a vibration feeling in the center of his chest.
Yeah. I must admit, I've ridden a lot of motorbikes as well, and I always rode 2 strokes. And the vibration from them was pretty terrible back in I'm going to give my age away now, back in the 70s and 80s, mainly the 80s. And then I switched to a 4-stroke, and I got on it. There was no vibration. That was a Honda 400, Honda 400 Super Dream. And there was no vibration whatsoever. So, yeah, 2 strokes are great, but it's going to, you'll grind your teeth on them.
I'm just interested in the Jason versions. Oh no, definitely not. Every time I've got on a bike, I've fallen off of it.
Yeah, I was a bike rider up until I was about 17 years old, and I was actually on a passenger when I was in Saskatchewan, and we were coming back from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, to a little town called Nipawin, Saskatchewan, where I was living at the time, and we had a rear blowout at 60 miles an hour.
Oh,
and and managed to keep the bike upright. We were guessing until about 30 miles an hour. Yeah. And all I remember is taking 3 giant steps, bounds into what the bike went into a tree, into a telephone post. And thank God the telephone post was rotten. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And that was the end of my love affair with bikes. Of course, I put a bike engine in my car.
Well, yeah, but
That's different.
Well, I think
You can't fall off of your car.
No, exactly. And I think
Don't give me any ideas.
I think well, they often say once you're a biker, you're always a biker. I've always driven. I didn't pass.
Have you ever put your bike down?
Yeah, loads of times. I didn't pass my car test until I was 24, which is why I've always driven bikes, which is why our kit car was always going to be a bike engine. I wasn't interested. I've got I've got my daily car, a knackered old Merc with a normal engine. It was always going to be a bike engine.
Interesting.
Right.
Interesting discussions. My love affair with bike engines just came at the time when Westfield had introduced their Mega Busa, and Caterham had come up with their Busa engine. And I was watching so much stuff on YouTube about that, and I happened to watch Graham Finlayson down in Barbados. And of course, we had him as a guest on the show.
With his electric car. With his electric car.
Yeah, but he had an R1 Westfield, and I was fascinated by it. So that's how I fell in love with the bike engines.
Yeah.
Just so light and so fast. And,
absolutely, we've done a lot with Duncan Cowper as well, and on the hill climb stuff. The Pikes Peak. What a stunning car that is. There's some great interviews on, as I say, on the 7-Spot YouTube channel. But what a lovely chap as well. Always happy to talk about his car.
Your turn to tune in there, John. Pinky is leaving a comment. You're supposed to be right on top of this. Come on, get with it. I'll do it for you.
There you go.
My good mate Lance is dropping a 280 horsepower R1. 280 horsepower R1.
280. Whoa! Hang on a minute. 280 R1 engine.
It's got to be turbo.
It's going to be turbo or supercharged. That we've only got 163 out of ours.
It would work really well. It wouldn't be the first time the R1 has been popped into an Austin Healey Sprite. Those are really a fun car to put it in. I was thinking of doing a project with a Sprite with a Busa engine, but it won't fit. There's just no way.
Yeah. I know we did the interview on. We're talking about Chesels as well. And your worst comment, Jim, was I'd love to drop a bike engine into one of those Chesel Speedster replicas. The old Porsche replicas.
I do like that idea, but I'm a bit of an iconoclast. But then again, I think that now we're looking at the Facebook marketplace. There's all kinds of platforms for V&W that are going up for sale, and there's got to be a lot of plastic shells that'll fit. Now, Pinky mentioned his good friend Lance, but he's also got a friend Paul Cooper, who makes fiberglass shells for Locost, Triumphs, and he's got fiberglass parts for Locost, but he's got a Jaguar Nobly replica and several other replica shells, and I really want to be able to do a show with those guys.
Jim, you maybe remember our Cool Car Collective video on YouTube. I'm not sure I've seen that one. I'll go and check that one out.
Yeah. Well, this is amazing, guys. Considering we have nothing to say and it's all bullshit anyway, we managed to use 1 hour of time. And Jay, I'd like to say thank you for joining in.
Yeah, thanks, Jay.
I'm going to be in touch with you to organize our members-only live stream so that we can plot and scheme and come up with some fresh ideas for content.
Yes.
No worries. Just let me know when.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Cheers. Yeah.
We will see you at 7-Spot.
Be seeing you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. Cheers.